everybody, I'm Lainey Moore. I'm with Living Texas Real Estate, and today I am here with Vince Wollney with Prime Lending, and y'all's office is in Sealy and Katy.
Yes.
Correct. And you guys loan where?
In just about the entire country. 41 states I can loan in.
Okay.
But I'm local here and I can meet with everybody face to face.
We love that.
Yes.
So Vince, a lot of my buyers are concerned about credit scores. A lot of people think that they need an 800 credit score to buy a house. Is that true?
That is not true. So we can go as low as a 580 credit score. Ideally, we want to be above 620 because it opens up a lot more loan options.
If someone wasn't at a 580 or at a 620, is there a way that you can help them improve their credit score?
Absolutely. So we have a rescore program that sometimes we can rescore somebody in as quick as 3 days. Sometimes it takes a couple of months. It just kind of depends on their certain situation. But yeah, absolutely. We can help them with that.
Awesome. How much does that cost?
Zero.
Zero?
We do not charge for that.
So you're like a free credit repair person?
Basically, yes.
Nice.
So we can give you the same guidance that somebody's going to charge you $200 a month. I can give you that same guidance or better at no charge.
What would you tell someone who maybe just signed like a year lease on a house and they want to put themselves in the position to buy a house within the next year? What would you tell them to do?
Well, don't go rake up a lot of debt,
Yes.
first of all. So revolving credit makes the biggest impact on your credit score. So keeping credit card balances low, even if it's a low credit limit. You know, if you have a credit card with $1,000 credit limit on it, you want to try to keep that balance below $250, $200. That'll make the biggest impact in your credit score. Paying off your car is not making a big impact in your score.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it'll free up some extra income for debt to income limits and things like that, but it's not really kind of helping you in a credit situation to get ready to purchase that home.
Okay. Should they just open up credit cards, or?
The fewer the better.
Okay.
So you don't want to open up a whole bunch of credit cards.
Okay.
And then newer credit also affects your credit score. So, you know, the older cards, if you don't use them, that's fine. Keep a little bit of a balance on there. This sounds crazy, but having a little bit of balance is better than zero balance for credit cards.
Credit hack.
Yep.
What about first-time home buyers who are new in the job market, maybe just graduated college, they don't have a lot of cash on hand? What could we do with them?
So to clear up some of the myths about that, you don't need 20% down to purchase a home. We have programs that offer as low as 0% down, conventional loans that offer 3% down. There's down payment assistance programs and grant programs out there that can cover your down payment and or part of your closing costs.
And a lot of things that I tell my buyers also is that you can provide the down payment assistance to cover, like you said, the down payment and some closing costs, and we can also roll in closing costs to the loan. So essentially you need very little money to bring to closing.
Absolutely. So you're not really rolling your closing cost into the loan, but if you combine a down payment assistance program with some seller contributions, it could be little to no money out of pocket.
I actually had a buyer get money back at closing.
Yes.
Quite a large amount. We did, and he got a nice check at closing.
Yes.
And so I guess my next question would be, if you had somebody who was renting a property, a lot of people think that renting is more affordable, and really it's not.
It's not. So if you took an average rent, what's an average rent? $2,500 a month. Put up an equal security deposit, a pet deposit. You know, you're over $6,000 out of pocket just to move into that property.
Yeah.
Some of the grant programs, down payment assistance programs, you're zero out of pocket to move into that property. Your house payment most of the time is the same or less, and you're building equity in your property. If you think about renting a house for $2,500 a month for the next 5 years, you're going to spend $150,000 in rent, and have zero equity at the end of that.
Yep.
If you purchase that same house at, let's just say it's $300,000 at an average rate of appreciation rate of 5%, that house will be worth over $380,000 in 5 years. Not only do you have that extra $80,000 in equity, but you've paid down some of that principal as well. So now you've just built $100,000 worth of wealth.
Of course, right now there's a lot of talk about the high interest rates. What would you say to somebody who is super concerned about that?
So right now in today's market, obviously rates are double of where they were a year or two ago, but they're slightly higher than the norm, really.
Historically, yeah.
Yeah, but keep this in mind. You know, interest rates will come down. There'll be an opportunity to refinance at a lower interest rate at some point, but your house price will never go down. Your house is going to continue to appreciate. So yes, you can buy a house today at X price. That house is going to cost you more 5 years from now, but your rate that you sign up today at there's possibly gonna be a lower rate in 5 years.
Don't you offer, refinance options for
We
that?
do, so we're expecting rates to come down in the next 12 to 18 months, and so we're offering our rate redo program where we'll waive lender fees.
Nice.
And to refinance your loan for you.
Thank you so much, Vince, for answering all of our questions. Very knowledgeable and factual information. So I hope everyone found our video helpful, and if you have any questions, send me a message, and if you're looking to buy, I can hook you up with Vince and we'll get you on the road.
Thanks for having me out here today.
Yeah.